Was Ohio Governor Mike DeWine during today's coronavirus briefing, reinforcing the need to wear masks. Now, we have told you about a Cortland restaurant defying that mask wearing mandate. The sign on the front door says customers do not have to wear a mask. And after our persistent questioning in recent weeks, the Trumbull County Health Department now tells us that they plan to cite the diner for violating the public health order. But as we discovered in our Watchdog Report, health departments all across the valley are not enforcing complaints.
The state mask order is simple. It states in part that everyone should wear a mask when they're at an indoor location that is not a residence. But it appears there's no teeth to the state order. Enforcement falls on local health departments, and in the Mahoning Valley, complaints are piling up. Mahoning County has received 980 complaints since March 24th. Columbiana County has had 249 complaints since the start of its count at the end of July, with 34 of them at restaurants. And Trumbull County fielded about 1,500 complaints so far. All three county health departments say they prefer to educate the business rather than pursue a punishment. And if it must be enforced, Trumbull health officials would prefer local police agencies do it.
It's much easier if law enforcement goes in, finds a violation, and writes them a summons or a citation. We can't write citations. I have no authority to write citations. However, we have an administrative process that we use that we could take people through the administrative process and eventually go in front of the Board of Health.
How many more of these complaints do you need to receive?
Honestly, I think that I think it's clear now that I'm not going to get the assistance of law enforcement.
In Cortland, where the Top Notch is located, the police chief says he's not willing to be the enforcement arm of the health orders. The health district also reached out to the Trumbull County Sheriff's Office for help, but Sheriff Paul Monroe says his office also will not handle the enforcement.
When we can, we're going to help them out as much as we can. But I'm going to tell you, our plate's full right now, and I'm going to always revert back to what is the danger.
So what's the point of having health orders when no one wants to enforce them? I reached out to the Ohio Department of Health. A spokesperson reiterated enforcement is up to local health departments, but they can ask for help, saying, quote, both those departments have the ability to also contact the Ohio Investigative Unit, who can also come in and issue citations. There is no threshold for the amount of complaints a business should receive before being issued a citation.
You know, we receive a number of complaints and we're able to assist both our local law enforcement partners as well as local health departments.
Which brings us back to the Top Notch Diner, the 34 complaints against it, and whether anything will be done.
Now, the Ohio Investigative Unit thought the number of complaints at Top Notch was, quote, certainly high. Wilster says that the Trumbull County Health District recently hand-delivered the diner a notice of an administrative hearing that is set for October 22nd. If that owner complies, then the matter will be resolved. If not, violations carry a fine of up to $100 and up to 90 days in jail.